My name is Fernando Luis Barreto Mercado. My Chinese name is Pai Funan. I am from Puerto Rico. I'm a Jesuit, been a Jesuit for 9 years. Currently learning Chinese here in Taiwan. Been learning Chinese for 5 months and has 2 more years to go. My vocation is to be a Jesuit. I had no vocation for the priesthood. I saw myself married with children. I always thought to myself that I could be a very good husband, a good father, and that was my plan. So I went to college, graduated, got a good job, and I did that in the U.S. Now the U.S. being a Protestant country, even though I did not practice the faith for all my life, I saw myself constantly defending the Catholic Church from unfounded attacks and say enough things have the church done wrong for people just to attack them with no reason. So I was constantly doing that. So one night I went into this website to learn about a church that was opening close to my hometown, and as I'm reading information, right at the bottom there is this link flashing: the Jesuit oath. Jesuit oath. What is that? What is a Jesuit? So I went into the web page, and I get to the web page, and it's black background, the eyes of a demon, and lines written in red, in blood dripping. As Jesuits, I promise to kill all the enemies of the church. I will go in within, destroy them from within. I will kill all the children and women. I will use all the weapons at my disposal. What is this? So I googled Jesuits. I started reading about St. Ignatius, about the Society of Jesus, what Jesuits actually do. And in one of my pages, I got a list of emails from Jesuits. So I thought, oh, what I just read is false. I saw all the pages like that. I realized that it was just a way to give Jesuit a bad name for whatever reason. So I wrote the Jesuit. Listen, I've read some things that really disturbed me. I want first-hand information. What are the Jesuits? What do you do? What do you study? So 1 month later, I got home from work one night and my phone rings. Yes, my Alfredo, I'm a vocational promoter for Puerto Rican Jesuits. Whoa, what? I just wrote an email with questions. I have no vocation whatsoever. And Alfredo told me, you know, Jesuits, you need to know them in person. You cannot just read about us. Where do you live? I live in Connecticut. All right, I'll pay you half of the plane ticket. Come to Puerto Rico for a week. I haven't been to Puerto Rico for 2 years, so I said, of course. So got to Puerto Rico, spent the weekend. That weekend, they had a youth camp. So I was there, saw him working with the youth, all the work that they did. After the youth camp was over on Monday, I stayed in the house for a couple of days. He gave me some things to read, spoke with me. All my questions were answered. So I got a couple of days vacation with my family, went back to Connecticut where I lived. A month later, I'm starting to work on the quarter reports, and the math is not adding up. I cannot balance this document. What is going on? What is going on? And all of a sudden, I take the keyboard. If I were a Jesuit, this wouldn't happen to me. What the heck is this? I never thought about becoming a priest. I was really surprised. And I would work about 60 hours a week. And in my work, you cannot work part-time. Either full-time or you go out. So I make the decision without talking to anybody. I quit my job, thinking I moved back to Puerto Rico. I can think, I'll look for something. So I quit my job. So I moved to Puerto Rico, and I show at the Jesuit house. And they say, what? Are you crazy? I mean, you quit your job, I had a girlfriend, you left your girlfriend. That's a decision for somebody who's going to be a Jesuit, not for a person that is going to start discerning to be a Jesuit. So, well, you are here, you can live with us, and at night, during the day, you can work, you can study, you can do whatever you want, and at night, we can talk. First thing I did, I went to see a psychologist who told me, I don't understand what you're doing, but you are not crazy. You have to tell me I was crazy. I'm not crazy. So I moved with the Jesuits. I lived with them for 2 months. During the 2 months, I met many of them. They interviewed me. The first Jesuit that I met besides the vocational promoter asked me, why did the Jesuit tell you no? I mean, you have done the order in reverse. And I remember it did not take a second. I said, well, just to say no, I will marry and be the best father you could ever know. So he liked my answer. He continued the interviewed 3 more Jesuits. So I was there for 2 months. During those 2 months, we went to Dominican Republic for 2 weeks to do some missionary work. I went, I confirmed my vocation there. Doing the work with the poor, I started feeling something. I could see myself doing this. Back to Puerto Rico. After the 2 months, I read a lot. I learned to pray. I did not have a spiritual life whatsoever. And I came to the realization, even though I never wanted to be a priest, and I still wasn't sure I wanted to be a priest, I wanted to be a Jesuit. During that summer, after the 2 months, in the Puerto Rican Jesuits organize 3 times a year trips to South America to do missionary work. So I went with a group of 30 students, high school, university students, to do some missionary work in Paraguay, and then to do some tourism to Jesuit sites in Argentina and Chile. So I went there among the Guarani Indians, spent 10 days working with them. I was really happy. I mean, they were 10 of the happiest days of my life. Then during the tourism, we went to some Jesuit sites in Argentina. We crossed the Alps, we went to Chile. And in Chile, we went to Santiago, and I went to the place who today is a saint, San Alberto Hurtado. At the time was Blessed Alberto Hurtado. I had opportunity to do a prayer in the shrine, and something was happening. I don't know. I had no relationship with God, but something was waking up on me. I really don't know how to express it. As I came back from the trip, after looking back, I've been a person who all the important decisions in my life, I think I changed my mind, and I changed my mind, and I changed my mind, until time ran up and I had to really make a final decision. Yet, I quit my job, left the girlfriend, drove 28 hours, moved to Puerto Rico, went to South America, and I was not looking back. For me, a posteriori, that's God was there. I mean, that was completely out of character for me. So I back to Puerto Rico, and I get a letter from the Jesuits. Oh, if you want to be a Jesuit, you're accepted. Go to the Dominican Republic, August 11. So I met the society in January to the internet, wrote to them, went to Puerto Rico, discerned for 2 months, went on 1 month missionary in South America, entered the society in August. One of the shortest discernment in all the Jesuits. I don't recommend my process to anybody. Discern 2 years, 3 years, but I left my home back in '99 when I went away for college. So I've been out of my house for 13, 14 years now. I live in Mexico, Dominican Republic, Spain. But still, when I talk to my parents over the phone, I could listen to them. In Spanish, we say un taco en la garganta. No? There's a lot of emotion and feeling in their words. And most of the time when we hang up the phone, I can imagine them crying or with tears in their eyes, because I think that's the hardest part. I mean, of course I miss them. I love them very much. But I've been away for many years, and the reason why I've been away had a purpose. I was college, I was working, I became a Jesuit, I was studying, I came to China, I have this calling. So they're very proud of me throughout those steps. But still, I'm the eldest son, and I'm away. So when I talk to them, the hardest part is that just thinking, what can I do to lessen their suffering, because I'm away. I think that's the hardest part.
Right.
It had been very refreshing. Tell you why, because the reason of my vocation, I did not see myself as a priest. I have the anthropology of priesthood that is in my being, what I believe in. Is, at least in Puerto Rico, which is a mostly Catholic country, is against culture. I'm against the current, because I understood culturally, here is the priest, he's everybody, and to be a priest is a privilege. I understand priesthood. Here's the people, here's the priest, and the priest here to serve the people. And so one of the things that I had against priesthood is this privilege of I did not want a privilege. I want to be special in that way. And being a majority non-Christian here, priests are just regular people. They're not. I mean, that's the impression that I have. I'm not a priest still. I'm a scholastic, which in Chinese is the same word as brother. So for me, that's very good because I deserve to be a brother, and here I get to be a shoshi. I'm a brother. But it's mainly that. It's not Christians. So Christians are priests, at least in the culture, in society. They're just another person. It's not. I did that impression that I have so far. So I don't know. Una campaña para crear concienciar los jóvenes sobre el cáncer y las víctimas de cáncer. Invitamos unos 10 barberos, 5 o 6 barberos al colegio. Nuestro colegio es solo de varones, 800 varones. En Puerto Rico. Y un colegio de gente pudiente. Entonces, cuando vimos una fila, una tercera parte de los estudiantes, chicos, muy orgullosos, que gastan más tiempo en el baño que las mujeres, culturalmente, ¿no? Que se estaban rapando para solidarizarse con los pacientes de cáncer. Algunos maestros nos dijimos, tenemos que también dar un ejemplo, ¿no? Entonces me rapé, pero a mí no me gustó verme rapado y llegué a casa y me afeité. Al otro día, 15 minutos más de sueño, no hay que lavarme la cabeza, no hay que peinarme. Me gustó y aquí me he quedado. No, empezó por la solidaridad, pero luego lo he visto más cómodo. Entonces me lo he...
que también es importante.